What is up, Earthlings? Zube here with a random reading for someone. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do tarot, obviously, and tarot and oracle and astrology. This is a general reading. It may or may not be for you. Usually you'll feel if it does right away. If it is for you. And if you aren't sure, then practicing feeling if it's for you is probably a good exercise anyway. So not everything, even if it is somewhat for you to see, not everything may line up. Take what does and leave the rest. Also, note if you see anything significantly that speaks to you personally, like an animal or an image, if it brings out an emotion or a memory or is something that is significant to you, like a number, that's meaningful as well. The way I look at these things is like, if you're drawn to it, if it feels right, that's your guides or your higher self leading you to a message that just happens to come through me, right? Okay. That over there. All right. So here's what we've got. I lay the cards out like this. This represents you internally, your feelings, what you're thinking. Others may or may not know this about you. You might not even be aware of it yourself. This is external energies. And then, so this is internal, external. And then up here is like the bird's eye view, the objective view, God's view, what they see going on here. So internally, we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, this guy is walking away into the unknown, and all of these cups here are standing. Cups are our emotions, right? So none of them are knocked over. They're all perfectly fine cups. So it implies like there's something, and then we might have to walk away from into the unknown. But the whole reason that he is walking away from these cups is they're fine, but he knows that there's more. Okay. But it's unpromised. You can't see like the ninth cup, but in the tarot, the ninth cup is the wish fulfilled, where then he has 9 good cups. So this is something like, sure, that's okay. That's just fine. You know, everything is in working order, but I know there's more. Like, I know that there's more. I want to clarify this card because on the external, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is fire energy. This is conflict, competition, arguing. So you might be walking away from conflict, competition, and arguing. You might be encountering conflict or like objections to there's something over here really fussing and trying to get your attention, right? And you are might not be feeling so confident about whatever it is that you're walking away from, because like it is standing up. Maybe it's like jumping up and screaming and shouting. These are a few different scenarios that this could be. So yeah, we have this vying for our attention, or maybe we are like in on the conflict and it's something that we feel is emotionally significant However, there's this little voice, right? That's telling us to just walk away. As God sees it, as the universe sees it, or the objective view, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is growth. Okay. This is fire energy also. He is waiting for, I don't know if you can see back here, there are ships that are coming in, okay? He's not moving towards them. So he's waiting for something to come in. At the same time, he is experiencing usually spiritual growth, also creative growth. You know, just it's a card of expansion. How many times can I say the fucking word growth? Because I wanted to say it again, so maybe it's significant. But yeah, we're growing, we're evolving. So it's kind of coming to me from these cards is maybe we're not sure what it is that we are walking towards. And there may be a point where we need to, this is more implying that just the need to walk away, right? I mean, something that's coming in is like, maybe there's like a fight where maybe we're fighting about something with someone that feels really important, but there is a need to walk away because something wants to come in, you know, and also we're growing in this process. Now, this card kind of came out, kind of didn't come out. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was meant for this reading, but the Four of Swords, quiet your mind. This can be a lot of like, you know, like shouting or like I said, competing. And this is a card of quiet. And it's funny that it didn't totally flip over. And I wasn't sure about it because I bet you're not sure either. You're like maybe you don't even know the significance of you needing to pull away and quiet your mind and be alone. It just might not feel like there's time for that. But there's an unknown reward and even unpromised reward. But this is a card of faith. Like he's got faith. He's going into the unknown because he can just feel that there's more. All right, let me pick another deck. Who do I want? Restriction. Joy guides. Yeah, everything. Okay, so things are in working order, plugging along, right? We're feeling drawn towards this. This is just a very active card. It doesn't even have to be, because it's competition. It can be friendly competition, but it's just noisy. It's demanding your attention. And do you need to lend your attention to it? Because at the moment you are kind of being prompted or asked that something else wants to come in. And there is the Four of Swords is specifically about quieting your mind. So we might be even having an overactive mind, lots of thoughts, lots of activity that we need to leave in order for something from the universe, like something more, just something more. And that's the joy god's restriction. The mind is locked, and like those little cherubs or whatever are trying to like knock. They're like, hey dude, like there's more, but there's more. And they can't get in but at the same time, there's this little guy in there trying to get out, right? But we're locked by this external thing. It's like we need time to draw into ourselves, and the thoughts will probably be very active, but they will quiet down. There's a sense, an urge, a yearning. Let me see, actually. All right. I don't usually do this, but when I pulled the lid off, these two popped out and stayed in the lid. We have contemplate, number 36, contemplation, reflections, ruminations, musings, and 13, bloom, recognition, acknowledgement, being seen. Holy, something wants to be seen. You need to contemplate so that you can even see it. It's like there's so much activity that we're not even aware that something that could bring us more fulfillment and joy wants to come in. I'm going to do one more. And then I'm going to be heading to Of a Muse today. I'm in Texas. So if you're interested in the reading there, I will also be there. Those cards are just falling all over the place. Family. Family is everything. Reconnect with them or tell them you love them. And proud. Be proud of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. You know, maybe part of this has to do with coming home and staying where you are. Maybe you're out in the world and seeking all of this, being drawn out into all of this outside world stuff. And what you really need to do is celebrate yourself, be proud of who you are, and reconnect with your family. And that can be blood family, soul family, friend family, whatever resonates with you on that. I do have to get going, and I always love getting feedback on these readings. I hope you have a great day on Earth. Peace. Namaste.